river, and very excited to have the two head honchos from the winery, Poppy and Heather. And I'm just going to ask Poppy, who's the chief winemaker, to talk about the Gewurtz, which we've done the 04 last year, and hopefully we'll do some 05 this year. But for me personally, it's quite a maddeningly difficult thing to describe Gewurtz. And then as it gets older, it's a bit like those old semillons on the hunter, where they become a completely different animal. And hopefully you can walk us through this and tell us what you're seeing and why. So this is the 94.
94. Now, first of all, I must say that I always get a little laugh on in the fact that the amount of love that goes into Gewurtztraminner.
Yeah.
Purely because this is the most defiant wine in general to make. It absolutely kicks and bucks the whole way through the winemaking.
Even more than Pinot.
More than Pinot. They're two of a kind, both of them, but Gewurtztraminner more so, and I do get the stage I do want to sprinkle it on most occasions. And so when I hear of this, beautiful love, it always just brings back the memories of slight pain. But it is hugely charismatic as a variety to grow up and to make. And grow, actually, for that matter. We have had instances, this is the 94, this was before my time at Drover, but certainly we've had some years that just depending on the flowering, you can absolutely get nothing at all. It's very finicky in the vineyard and likes to have the perfect conditions to produce with that flowering. And so we've had, 2005 and 07 were nothing. And other vintage like the 04 that you last tasted, we had a lovely crop.
That was fantastic.
Absolutely. And classically, we see every vintage as well. Earlier in the season, it has got a beautifully uniformed dusky pink bunch. And at that point, you taste the fruit of the wine, you get lovely rose petals and melon characters and quite floral. But to make it into a wine, it just doesn't have the richness and concentration. And so we choose to hang, and with our long dry autumns in our maritime climate, we have got that option, which is great. So we hang, and purely all we see is the spectrum of flavour increases. And so if we were to pick when it was looking nice, uniformed, plump,
that wouldn't be the right time.
It wouldn't be the right time. Sure, you get a great yield off it because we press. The recovery from the time when we pick is generally quite low, so it's pretty much 55% is all we get out of the time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we need press load basically. So what we see in that transition of that spectrum pressing is we get to the stage where we get lots of bush honey characters and a lot richer, the light cheese come through, but the most importantly is, and that's our telltale, is when the time to pick, is the spice.
Okay,
and the muscat character, and that is what we say is it gives almost the essence, and that gives the as longevity. When your wine's age, that spice just goes really interesting into almost Christmas cake characters later in life. But at that point, when we do pick, the wines, the grape punches are definitely not uniform. They are nothing short of an expression we use here in New Zealand, and that's all I can think of is a word called manky. They have all slightly different colours, so they've gone slightly chocolate brown. The bunch is all a little bit ratty, and you would look at it and think that you couldn't get a beautiful wine to come out of that bunch, but it does. And they're generally quite soft. But funnily enough, of all the varieties, Gewurtztraminner is the one variety we have to actually crush the berries into the press. Purely the skins on those remaining berries are quite tough, and so to help with the recovery of the juice, we crush those berries into the press.
Terrific. So, maybe you could taste this and tell us what you're getting out of this.
I've had a wee smell. Heather can have a wee taste as well.
It'll come up right.
And I'm definitely going to swallow because it is
there's no ways I'm spinning it.
First of all, the colour, I think, for 94 is
so alive.
And even a slight, the pale straw with almost a slight greenish light coming through. So the colour looks, it hasn't gone a deep golden, which is great. So it looks quite vibrant and youthful. The nose is definitely get some slight toffee characters coming through.
The fudge.
And almost a fig, like the spiciness of a cooked fig. Yeah, it's very clear and concise. There's not it's still got florals at the sage, which is great. Almost into the more, I imagine, sort of the jasmine flower florals that are, and even a poached pear character almost coming through with a, but yeah, waxy bush honey, waxy characters, and I think that's what we can taste on the palate as well, is spice, the waxy.
This waxy thing is fascinating for me. It's I find it really attractive if you can get it out of a Pinot as well. It makes it so distinctive and just seems to give it a sense of place. Whereas when it doesn't have it, it seems to lack that component. I love that waxy texture.
Absolutely. So do I. And it gives it a nice seamless
It just
feel
flows.
across. Absolutely. And this certainly, the shape of it is still quite linear.
Immaculate. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really linear. It's fresh. It's it's still looking vibrant.
Where would you put it in terms of more time?
Wow, I think I'd expect to see more honeyed characters coming out in its future development. It's certainly not in any way got any sort of cloying characters at all. It still dances across the palate quite lively. So I would say certainly revisit in a couple more years.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. Thanks very much.